Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to the very first live stream on the Rebel Moon Theory YouTube channel. So, how are y'all doing tonight? I am having a wonderful night. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas break. I know we're just a few days. I know we're about 2 weeks into 2025. And tonight's going to be a very fun night. I'm going to be breaking down, doing some discussions on what we will be expecting from Rebel Moon in 2025, along with sharing my goals for the Rebel Moon, sharing my goals, what goals I have for Rebel Moon Theory in 2025. So let's check up here with the chat. We got Lico Plays. What is up? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I cannot wait. So before we get started, first of all, there's something I forgot to do. I forgot to put this down right here. I always forget to put this down when I start a stream. But anyway, please make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when I'm going live or a new Rebel Moon Theory video is uploaded here on the channel. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, the first thing I want to talk about, what should we expect from Rebel Moon 2025? So, the first something that actually did come out recently was Rebel Moon: The Descent. Now, Rebel Moon: The Descent is actually a VR experience that you can go play at Sandbox VR. So you guys can see right here. Okay, I thought I may have put that in there. Let me add that. Let me add this in there real quick. Sorry about the little wait. Yeah, so right here, we got Rebel Moon: The Descent. Move that out of the way. So right here, we got Rebel Moon: The Descent. It is a VR experience that you can go to at your nearest Sandbox VR location. There's actually one about 3 hours away from me, which I will need to travel over there to try it out, which I do plan on doing a video of this game, but I'm not going to do it until I've gotten full experience of Rebel Moon: The Descent for myself. So as you guys can see right here, there are some pictures from the game itself. You got a set of class of characters. A few of them look like members from the Blood Axe. And something else as well, I actually saw this picture sometime today. This is actually from Rebel Moon: The Descent. And the one thing I do like about this picture is looks like we got a new look at the Kryptian swords, because I know we saw them in the Rebel Moon films, but I thought this was a pretty cool look. You guys can see kind of like the end of the blade itself. So I thought that was very cool to check out. So right here is like another picture of the VR experience, and man, I cannot wait to try this out. Hopefully I get the chance to check it out. Definitely should check it out, especially I'm a Rebel Moon fan. So then, excuse me, y'all. Here's the other thing that is coming up for Rebel Moon in 2025. Rebel Moon Bloodline. Now, there's something else I need to add as well. So give me about a few minutes. Sorry about that. There we go. So Rebel Moon Bloodline is developed by Super Evil Megacorp, which is also the developers of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, which is available on mobile. It is also available on both Nintendo Switch and PC. You can download the game off of Steam. But Super Evil Megacorp, which did develop Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter Fate, is the developers of Rebel Moon Bloodline. And I cannot wait for this game. I am about to actually share out some more details about the game, or what we know about it so far. So we do have. I'm going to see if I can share this screen real quick. Let's see here. I think it's this one right here. Yes. Yeah. Can I do like that? Okay, yeah, there we go. That's better. So, let's see. Yo, what is up, DC all the way? How are you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful night. We were about to kind of go through some of the details that we know about Rebel Moon Bloodlines. So, the game is an online action co-op game. And right here, it basically shows you right here, you can basically create your own rebels and kind of like choose out your class. Definitely going to be checking these out. The one I'm interested in is this one right here. All right, because this might be one similar to Nemesis, because she's wielding these blades that are very different to Nemesis's, which I do believe these are Oracle Steel as well. So basically right here, if we read it, it says choose from the 4 distinct classes: Banner Guard, Banner Guard, Evoker, Kendrick, and Forsaken. So these are the 4 classes that are going to be in the game. So we scroll down here. You guys can see there's like pictures of what the game looks like. Looks very kind of similar to League of Legends. This does also share kind of similarities with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter Fate, which I've actually played that game too, and it's really cool. So right here, we got the same class, with these machine guns that looks to be he's shooting at these droids. Now, these droids right here, I don't think we've seen in the films yet. Unless these are small versions of the walkers, that can be understandable, but I think these right here are just small little droids. And then right here, we have, which class was that? Banner Guard? I guess it's Banner Guard. So Banner Guard right here, where she has a staff that shoots out this electricity. She's got right here and then right here. We also got Jimmy, which his class is Evoker, I believe. So we got Evoker right here. He's shooting out the bow and arrow, and he's shooting out those enemies. And we read right here where it says join the resistance. Dive into battle with your friends or other players in the 4-player online co-op. Synergize your abilities. Okay, there was a period right there, my bad. So yeah, online co-op. Synergize your abilities to create the most effective team composition for the mission at hand. So I'm going to go down here. So right here, some more gameplay. Now this, I've actually not seen this part yet. This is my first time, I think, looking at this picture. I don't know if this was in the trailer. If I did, I must have missed it. But right here, it appears to be that this could actually be either this giant droid or it's possibly another iteration of the walkers. Now, we got another look at the appears to be the Forsaken class with the Orcus steel blades. This one That's going to be one very interesting. But one thing's for sure, I want to be making like tons of classes because I definitely want to dive deep with with the lore with these characters. Because from what I'm hearing, this game's also going to have a campaign, which it does say it in here as well. So yes, one girl definitely has Orc of Steel. That's why in the past I asked about Motherworld destroying plants. Yes. That's why I was, thinking too. And have you played Turtles? If so, is it good? It's actually pretty fun. I hadn't played it a ton, unfortunately, but from what I played it for, it was actually a pretty fun game. And I definitely will be playing it more once I have the time to. So, all right. To be honest, Bloodlines is only co-op makes me less interested in me. Not a big fan of co-op games. I hope we get a single player eventually. Well, that's the thing, Liko. I do believe this game's having a campaign. Yeah, right here. So we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and read this out because I don't think I did. So, intense ground warfare. Engage in visionary range in melee combat from a top-down perspective as you face off against the Motherworld's uh, insurmountable. Yeah, I must have pronounced it wrong. Insurmountable war machine in epic scale battles. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I may have turned off the grammar right there. So please forgive me. So, Liko, right here, we do have the Rebel Moon mainline story. So, a new Rebel Moon story. Experience a standalone story in the Rebel Moon universe that will expand and evolve across regular post-launch updates that also bring new ways to play, new challenges to overcome, and new rewards to unlock. So, excuse me. So, it appears to be that when we play this campaign, we're going to be able to unlock some stuff for the co-op multiplayer, which is what I'm getting out of this. One character is a healer. So who in the movies do you think is a healer? Sam? Oops, my bad. That is interesting. Um Sam, either Sam or maybe somebody related to Issa, because one of the classes, we're talking about a healer. That's a thing that I was getting out of the trailer. It felt like there were things to me that were so related to some of the things that we saw in Twilight of the Gods. But it could be possible, DC, all the way that maybe Sam or maybe someone related to Issa could actually be a healer. So that is very interesting, DC, all the way, because I'm very glad you brought that up. So now, right here, here at the bottom are actually some skins you can unlock by signing up for the beta. So if you enter in your email right here and sign up for the beta, you will get access to these skins right here. These gold skins for the characters. The Jimmy one, I think, looks absolutely incredible. I think it looks really good. I think they all look incredible. So yes, if you can go sign up right now for the beta. There is a possibility that they will be sharing out more information very soon. So if you have not already, please sign up for the beta. If not, take the time to do this to get ready for Rebel Moon Bloodlines. So now that we talked about Rebel Moon Bloodlines, there is something else I want to talk about. And thought I may have put an image right here. Yeah, sorry it's taking a minute. Gotta go through some things. All right. Let me give me some time here, real quick. All right. Oh, one last thing before I go on to the next thing or the next topic. Let me share that screen again. There is actually a Discord you guys can join if you want more updates on Rebel Moon Bloodlines. So if you join this Discord server, it is actually the Super Evil Megacorp Discord server. So if you guys join, you guys should get updates to Rebel Moon Bloodlines. And without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And that, let me get the image right here. Is the Rebel Moon Nemesis comic spinoff. So we have a Rebel Moon Nemesis comic created by Gail Simone, which is coming out this year. We got updates where Gail Simone talked about how I believe she was done with the fan art. If not, please let me know down in the comments because she was giving out updates. And let me see real quick. Because I think she was done with the writing. It was either that or the artwork. All right. Yeah, sorry guys. I really fell a little bit behind today. But actually I might be able to do this. All right, so yeah, so it is still in the work in progress. Like I said, very sorry for the wait. So it's still in the works. It's almost complete, and this is the Nemesis comic is supposed to be coming out sometime this year. We don't have a official date for it, but man, I looked through the artwork of Gil Simone. I think she does a fantastic job with it. I really enjoyed Rebel Moon House of the Blood Axe. And I really cannot wait to see more when it comes to, the Rebel Moon comics. So I Really cannot wait for this. I will be checking out, I will be getting every single issue along with the all-in-ones for the Nemesis comic. So yes, I cannot wait to check this out. So then, on to the next topic. So, what else could we expect from Rebel Moon in 2025 other than the ones that we know about right now? So, there could be a possibility. So, here's what I think we could get. Let's see. About comic. Gail Simone said all issues are written and they are being drawn now. Personally, Nemesis was my favorite. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Nemesis was outside of Jimmy, because that's my favorite character. Nemesis is definitely somebody that I really want to continue to dive in deep to, because we got a lot on the Blacks is with House of the Blacks. But with the Nemesis comic, there's, because that's the thing, there's things that they mention in the novels about Nemesis that they don't even mention in the movies. So, for example, in the novels, where she's out in the village when she's wielding the blades for the first time, an Imperium troop is when he shoots the blast at Nemesis, she deflects it instantly, deflects it, but it really wasn't hurt. It was the blades themselves. Like the blades are like two different beings almost. Imagine if it's like Ultra Instinct. You think it'll be 4 issues also? Not really too sure. It could be not. I could be wrong. But if it is, cool. If it's not, I'm definitely going to be reading it anyways, because I really want to read more into Nemesis. I hope the next comic is Titus, his story in the arena. Yo, that would be dope. I do think we need to see more General Titus. I would love to see Titus in the battle arena, where he is out in that arena. He's fighting all those, big alien dudes, even the one that looks like Machamp from Pokemon, or forgot that other dude's name from Mortal Kombat. Forgot his name. But yeah, that would be cool to see if we had another iteration, another comic besides the Nemesis one. I think a Titus one would be brilliant. And yeah, it's just I really hope we get that. But when it comes to something else as well, I think that, so last year we had Netflix did a collab with Roblox, where they introduced this whole Netflix world thing. They had a few game modes. So they had a Stranger Things one, a One Piece one, and a Rebel Moon one. And they had one, and the Rebel Moon was called Rebel Moon Outskirts Battles. So this game mode was basically kind of like Call of Duty and Roblox. And it was really fun. So with Netflix doing all these game collabs, they did one with Call of Duty recently where they got the Squid Game skins on there. And also, what's there another one that they did? I think they did one with Fortnite recently. Yeah, they added more Stranger Things skins to Fortnite, but that, I think it was 2023. But they've been doing all these collabs recently, and I think it would be very cool to see if we got some more Rebel Moon collabs with these games, whether if it's Call of Duty, whether if it's PUBG or Fortnite. I think a Rebel Moon Fortnite collab would go crazy because for those guys that may not play Fortnite, which that's cool. So Fortnite has done like collabs with Star Wars, where if they had one for like the Clone Wars era for the prequels, and they had all of the interceptors like up in the air, and then they had all the clone troopers around you, you could like shoot them and take your blasters. I think if they did something like that, but with Rebel Moon, I think that would be crazy. And then for your skins, you would have I think the main skin that would have like its own like battle pass thing, I think it would be Jimmy. Then you can get Nemesis along with you can pick up her blades, and then maybe you can also have the Krypton blades as well, along with some of the blasters. So I think and it doesn't have to be Fortnite. It could be Call of Duty. It could be PUBG. It could be any other type of game. But I think doing I think them doing more like game collabs with Rebel Moon and some of these other games would be, I think it'd be really crazy. So I think that would be pretty cool. And Fortnite and Zach, that collaboration would make me play Fortnite. And that's the thing. Like Zack Snyder has talked about how he had a Fortnite edition at one point, and his favorite character to use in that game was Mr. Meeseeks. So if he's having an addiction that way, then Fortnite, they could be a possible collab. Maybe Zack Snyder will get his own skin in Fortnite, and if he does, it's going to break the internet. A Rebel Moon X Dead by Daylight would be nice. Getting beaten to death by Noble with the bone staff as a moral would be. That actually, I didn't even think about that. Like, because maybe I'm just used to the shooter things, but that actually does kind of make sense, in my opinion, because Dead by Daylight, it is a horror game where you can because they even singing at Liku, you're talking about that. They even had the Demogorgon from Stranger Things in Dead by Daylight. So that was pretty cool. But I think if they did add Noble, I think that would be funny. Even though I don't know if it would really happen. But if it would, I'd be going back to that game instantly to try it out. So I think more game collabs could be a possible thing. Maybe an announcement of, even though I don't think this will, I feel like this might seem a little far-fetched or unlikely, but maybe the potential of a Rebel Moon AAA game could be in the works. But from what I remember, Zack Snyder, I think, talked about how maybe in the next 4 to 6 years after they got through Rebel Moon, that they could actually start working on a AAA game. So I think maybe whichever studio that they go with, I think they are also there. They could be working on a AAA game right now, but the main focus has been Rebel Moon Bloodline, which is a mobile game, which I do believe, and something else as well, especially with this game coming out. I do think this game could end up on other platforms other than mobile at some point. I do think that it may, depending on how big it is, they may bring it to Nintendo Switch. They may bring it to Steam. They also may even bring it to PS5 or Xbox, which I think would be very cool because, you got more players on it. But that's why I say that we need to make Rebel Moon Bloodline a massive hit. We need to make it a massive success. And I think it's going to be very fantastic. What is up, Dennis? How are you doing, man? Hope you're having a wonderful night. We are just discussing Rebel Moon for 2025. Still depressed every time I think about the RPG that was canned. You're talking about the board game? Yeah, I do remember that actually. Um, I do remember that actually. The board game did. My bad. So yeah, the board game did. I remember it got canceled. But one thing I do hope out of this, because I mean, the thing about it is, it was finished. So I think whichever story elements that board game had, they may could transfer it over to, like, whether if it's in a film, a series, a game, or anything like that. So another something else I was going to talk about was the animated Kali series. I was going to ask you guys about this because I've been hearing about the animated Kali series. Um, I do think I heard something about it's going to be coming out this year. There hasn't been any date on it yet, but I did want to ask you guys, if y'all heard anything about it, because it is something I do want to really look into. Because the Cowleys is, there are a set of characters that I think that need to be dived in more, especially ever since we saw them in, we saw a little bit of it in the part two PG-13 cut along with the director's cut. So I think that would be very cool um, if we got a release for the animated Kali series. It was going to be a short, so it turns out it might be a short. Still sad that Rebel Moon is only getting a mobile treatment. Here's what I think about it. Even though it may not be for everyone, and that's not really okay. I think them starting it off with a mobile game, I think it's kind of a good way to test the waters out and to kind of play it safe, because this is a growing franchise, and I do think that this may need more time to grow. Which, like I said, that this game could actually end up, because they did bring Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter Fate to both Switch and PC. So Rebel Moon Bloodlight could actually end up. It could end up on consoles and PC at some point. I think that Zach should have been direct a thriller on the Rebel Moon universe. Yo, that's the thing about Rebel Moon is, it's not all about Zack Snyder. He has all of these creative directors with him working on these projects, and Ben Affleck, with him over at Netflix, Dennis, I think he would actually be down to do a Rebel Moon project. I think he'd actually be down to do, whether if he's in a Rebel Moon project, as a character, or if he's a director. But I think Ben Affleck, not only Ben Affleck, but I even think Eli Sire could do one. I think that would be really cool. But it doesn't really tell us how long the short is. It'll be like 40 minutes. From what I can find, they're from another dimension and conquered by the mother world. They became short on resources. Yes, and that's the thing. That's why they kept on feeding them, because to keep them going, they literally used the remainings of people that the mother world killed, and to feed the Kylie. They were like force feeding her in the movie. Rebel Moon should be made into a sandbox for creators. Yo, that's the thing is, you got all these talented. That's the thing. Netflix is a company that's really been caring about its creatives, and I think that for any creatives that love to work with Zach, I think should have an opportunity to work with Zack Snyder on these Rebel Moon projects. On IMDb, there are mentions of the show, maybe a prequel series, which, yeah, I think it could be a prequel as well. DC all the way. I do think it is possibly going to be a prequel. I'll be watching Eli's career with a great interest. Yo, I will be too, man. Like, I think we're really seeing him grow, and I really hope he gets to do a Rebel Moon project, yo. Like, I think he would really, I think he would fit in because they've already established a style for Rebel Moon, and I think Rebel Moon, I think Eli doing like a project, whether because I believe he did that. There's this beer commercial that it was a Rebel Moon beer commercial that they did, and I think Eli Snyder was the one that directed it, if I'm correct. If he did a fantastic job with it, and I really hope he does get to do a project as well. Jay Olivia talked about maybe animation, a Rebel Moon cartoon prequel. Now this, if something like this happens, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be phenomenal because after we saw what Twilight of the Gods, I think them doing a Rebel Moon animated series like that, it would go hard. And that's why I really think that Twilight of the Gods could actually be a test in the waters to see how a series like this or an animated Rebel Moon series with like the Twilight of the Gods art style could work in a Rebel Moon project. So I thought that was pretty. So shout out to DC all the way for bringing this up. I definitely think that I do think that an animated project would work well in Rebel Moon. By the way, how Aziza's actor? I think she's like not very sure. I had to look it up. Jay Olivia is a legend. Yo, Jay Olivia, like after seeing Twilight of the Gods, I'm blown away with how incredible it was. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like they could do all these, Rebel Moon projects, it's all this stuff that they could do with Rebel Moon. Like it's how they can expand this out. It's so crazy. It's awesome. Would you prefer a live action prequel series? To me, I wouldn't mind if they have to do an anime, that's cool. But if they did want to go into that kind of route, I would probably prefer it in live action. But that's just what I think. But I think even an animation form would be cool too. But I think I'm on your path with the live action. Because I have this theory that Zack Snyder will have Issa's actress as Supergirl in Man of Steel 2. Yo, that is actually very interesting, Dennis. Because we were talking about, I think one of the other streams, I think with Batman, how talk about how it could be Sasha Kaye, but if they have to recast someone else, I think Princess Issa might actually be. I think she could fit that role, and she is about. I want to say she's 16 or 17, 16 or 17. I'm not really sure, but yo, I could see her being Supergirl. Yeah, let's get back to Rebel Moon. Yeah, I feel you, man. I did, but it is something I did want to. It's something awesome that you brought up right there. I can see the Motherworld troops in that animation style just blowing people away. Yo, you know what I thought about? What I thought about was like, so I don't know if you guys played Battlefield Bad Company 2 or if you played Bad Company before, or Call of Duty, and you have those like set of characters that are in this like squad or whatever, like 4 or 5 minute squad, and the squad is like set out to do a mission. I thought if they made a series based off of a certain squad of the Mother World, and not only that, with the zombies, because this is something I thought of. I thought about there being like, a Army of the Dead type story in Rebel Moon, but it's with this squad of Mother World soldier Imperium troops that are fighting off these zombies. So, and I was thinking about that 2D all the way. Like, the animation, could you imagine those soldiers going out there and blasting people? You see that animation? It's going to be crazy. Like, I think it's going to be massive. Depends on the story, I guess. His backstory I would want to see in live action. Yeah, I would love to see more about Osiris too. I think live action would be cool. I think it would be better to do it in live action, in my opinion. Saw a playthrough with Bad Company, grew up on Call of Duty, played Battlefield. Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about, Dennis. Yes, a Osiris prequel should be live action. Prophet did an amazing job in the scenes of Osiris we got, and I definitely want to see some more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see more about Osiris. Even in part 3, in Rebel Moon part 3, when we get that. So, like, Clone Wars. Which version of Clone Wars? Are you talking about 2003 Clone Wars? Or, because I think if you're talking about that, that would be pretty cool. But I think using the animation doesn't have to be exactly like from Twilight, guys. It's kind of like similar to it. But I think an animation like that, I think that would be a good fit for that Rebel Moon series. I think it could use that. Or, from what I'm hearing, when it comes to that, I keep clicking off the comment, my bad. I'm hearing they're trying to get that studio, the Happy Feet studio, or the studio that did the Happy Feet, which I think is at Netflix, to do this Rebel Moon animated series, I think. From what I'm hearing. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. I think it's something I'll just have to wait and see. But I think it'll be pretty cool, though, to check out. Follow a Troop sounds cool. Yeah, I think it's something really. I think kind of doing follow up with the troops would be pretty cool. Like the squadrons. Like the Bucketheads fan film, but with Rebel Moon. Yeah. What about Osiris 2? You think he has spoken to the gods? There's somebody. Hold up for a minute. Osiris, it's kind of debatable in my opinion, but who I think might be talking to him? Possibly Cindric, or if that's who he was. The guy from the village, from the very beginning of the movie, if that's Cindric. Is that his name? Was it Cindric? I forgot his dude's name. Hey, I'll come back to this here in a minute. Osiris people could be like a Shakespeare play, a mix of Julius Caesar, Richard III, and Macbeth, but in the Rebel Moon universe. I think the guys of Amazon Secret Level and Netflix Life to Death plus robots, but with Rebel Moon. So yeah, um, I think there's a lot that they could actually announce, like new Rebel Moon content they could announce um, any minute now, and this is something I just wanted to kind of bring up because there's a lot of new Rebel Moon content that they could bring over to that we don't even know about yet, outside of stuff that we know about so far. Yo, what's up? What's up, ZS Knight? How are you doing? I'm excited for the Rebel Moon game. Yo, I'm excited for it too, man. I can't wait to check it out. I'm definitely going to be downloading it on my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra with my Goku uh, protector. Macbeth as in works of Belisarius. All right. So, if there's anything else that you guys think that could actually come, that could be announced for the Romo franchise or could come to Romo in 2025, let me know in the comment. Let me know down in the chat before I head on to the next topic. Still thinking that a thriller centered around the hit of the royal family, directed by Ben Affleck, would be great. Yo, I think that would be pretty cool too. That sounds pretty dope. Like a detective story. Yeah, like a detective story. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Like maybe a little grounded series in the Robo universe, like a little like kind of like a detective type series would be pretty cool. Which not just that, that's the thing here. Zack Snyder has been, he's not only is he doing Robo movies, doing an LAPD movie for Netflix. He could be doing he's doing, while I'm here, he's doing, this UFC movie that's coming out. And I think he seems that he could be testing the water for it. But that's what I think. So let me know in the chat if there's anything else. Move on to the next topic. What about the literary front? I'm not. I don't think. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Dennis. Very apologies. I don't think I've heard. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Um, I think both Titus and Turg will have comic lines for too long. That way, all characters who are found, we learn more about. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like they could do these comics because the thing is, we've had the House of the Blood Axe. We had the we had Rebel Moon Essential, which focuses on Jimmy. Oh, another thing, bro. A comic on Tarek. That I think needs to be made. I think a comic on Tarek needs to be made as well. I didn't even think about that. I think a comic would be on Tarek would be cool. Okay, I just noticed that you put down Tarek. Yo, DC or DC all the way. Very apologies. I just noticed that I literally said Tarek. So very apologies. That's my fault. But yeah, a comic on Titus and Tarek because we already got, we got the Blackses, we had Jimmy with the podcast, we're getting the Nemesis comic. We could, either get a podcast or comic on, Titus and Tarek. I think it would work out. Any book ideas? Yo, maybe some more. I think some novels, yeah, some novels for Rebel Moon, I think would work very well. Yeah, for Rebel Moon, yeah, some more books for the comics. A good percent of Star Wars, a good percent of Star Wars was literacy. Yeah, man, like Star Wars, not just Star Wars, bro. Warhammer and even Halo. Halo, had novels too. Like there's a novel on for Star Wars. I think there was a novel for Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order. If I heard. Oh, good. Yeah, I lost it right there. I lost it a little bit right there. DC all the way. Desidania says need to listen to the podcast. Yo, remember when the Seneschal, bro? Like there's, I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm gonna let you check it out. I think you're gonna love it, man. I cannot wait for you to check it out. Yep, Halo books are way better than the games, in my opinion. Yeah, I. That's the thing too, and I'm gonna get into that here in the next topic. Any news on the Wolf and Worm myths? Wolf and the Worm myth still hadn't quite figured it out. The only thing that I've really gotten out of that DC all the way has been like, how on Jimmy, or yeah, well, not just that. So if you know in Twilight of the Gods, where they're showing out where they're showing out Odin, and you see that worm, that sea creature that looks like the worm from the Rebel Moon, from that symbol you see on Jimmy. And not only do you see the worm, you see the wolf as well. So we got to see both a wolf and a worm in Twilight of the Gods. So, in my opinion, I think it's kind of like connected to that. So that's all I really got for the worm and the wolf and the worm myth. But I do hope we get more of it eventually sometime. I think it really needs to be dived in as well. Have you ever read the Forerunner saga that is made for a Zack Snyder movie? Unfortunately, I have not. And there's a lot of homework I need to do, which I'm going to be talking about some of this in the next topic. Wolfram story and animation, maybe? Yeah, possibly. They could actually be doing it. It could be animated. That would be pretty cool. What if the mother world is Earth after the zombie apocalypse? Yo, I was thinking that too, because, Planet of the Dead. People are talking about how, this Already Dead sequel. I know it's like the Las Vegas animated series, but if we're talking about like a film sequel, I was thinking that too, that Earth could be like, this little abandoned planet, this planet with, abandoned places. It could be like a desert place. It could almost be like in WALL-E, where, everyone just like left Earth and everything's abandoned and all that. It's just WALL-E cleaning up everything and all that. Kind of similar to that. Or it could be in the situation where it's like Alien Covenant, where, they're off on a certain planet, or Earth has been left out. There's nobody else alive. It's just nothing but zombies. So that'd be pretty cool. But there's also another theory that I've been hearing that I've seen people talk about, how Earth could actually be Mother World in the future as well. So it is interesting. I do think that is pretty interesting. The way Zach was talking, it was like the Mother World creation myth, how the universe started and runs through the whole story. Yeah, that's what I think that's pretty cool. That could be a possibility, DC all the way. After defeating the apocalypse, they could use more resources. That could be possible. Or the Earth is a lost Mother World colony. That it could be possible. It could be some great mirrors. So Now we're actually going to move on to the next topic. And these are going to be my goals for Rebel Moon Theory in 2025. So, ever since I started back in October, I started off doing the Rebel Moon Theory videos. I would do one like every 2 weeks and kind of just get to learn how how to create videos and how to kind of like manage out a channel and how to kind of like grow your channel. So I was pretty much kind of growing right there. But one of the things that I've been really doing lately has been I've been expanding out Rebel Moon Theory a bit more, or that's what my goal is for this year. My goal is to expand out Rebel Moon Theory a bit more to where I can kind of expand it out in shorts on like Instagram and TikTok. And not only that, but upload a bit more videos I usually do instead of like uploading every 2 weeks or one video every 2 weeks. I may upload like maybe a little bit more than that I usually have been. Not a ton because I do have a job and I do have people I need to take care of and also bills to pay. So I am going to try to upload a bit more and kind of expand it out and do some more like videos and also streams as well, because like how I'm doing the stream right now, I did want to do a stream to talk about Rebel Moon and also talk about what my goals are for the channel as well. And I just really been my goal is to really to continue growing Rebel Moon Theory out. And I'm not like, because here's the thing, I'm not one of those guys that are not doing this content creating for any money or engagement or any clickbaits and all that BS. I'm creating this content because I really care. I love the Rebel Moon franchise, and I also really care about it. And I think that this channel is a good way to introduce new people to Rebel Moon and make new fans for the franchise. And not only that, I also think that this channel could be an encouragement for other content creators to want to go out and create Rebel Moon content of their own. Because I'm not about competition. I'm not about competition whatsoever. If people want to go out and create Rebel Moon content, create a Rebel Moon channel of their own, they can if they want to, because we need more people like y'all. We need more people out there to go out and create content for this franchise, because there's so much to dive in for Rebel Moon. And I really just, I really care about Rebel Moon. And I think that there's, with this channel, it could really build, it could build a bridge for, new fans to get together and we can talk about this stuff and talk about Rebel Moon for people that even want to, learn more about the franchise. So yeah, that's where really that right there has really been my main goal. One of my main goals for Rebel Moon Theory is to continue to grow it out more and evolve it in a way. And all right, I'm gonna check up the chat real quick before we end out the stream. It does take years, so don't expect to instant growth. Slow and steady. Don't quit. Exactly. Yo, I don't even know what the definition of quit means. That's like, I don't even know what quit even means. Personally, I like this live stream so we can interact, toss around theories. Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I wanted to, start doing the theories. So that way, because here's the thing about me, okay? even though I'm doing the Rebel Moon Theory channel, even though I'm really talking about, the Rebel Moon content and all the Rebel Moon, well, I mean by content, the Rebel Moon lore and all that, I lost on words, is that, thing about it is too, is that I don't know literally everything about Zack Snyder. Okay, I don't know every single thing about Zack Snyder or every single piece of Rebel Moon lore in the franchise, which is why, that's why I have y'all. You guys are also fans, and you guys have definitely been, you guys have been watching my videos. You guys have been, watching them from beginning to end. If there's anything you point out that seems, because here's the thing here, there's going to be mistakes I'm going to make on the channel. There's definitely going to be channels I'll be making mistakes on. Okay, but the thing about it is that you guys have been, pointing these things out, and you've been pointing out things that I may not even know about, and that's been really helpful for me, so I can learn more about this franchise and even, bring some of that stuff up back in the future video. So yeah, absolutely. I love doing these streams because I get to talk to y'all more, talk to y'all about Rebel Moon. I get to learn more about the franchise. Well, I get to talk to you when I get to talk to y'all about this. In Rebel Moon, there is a lot to talk. Exactly. There is a lot to talk about. I mean, when it comes to Rebel Moon, there's a lot of lore, whether if it's the books, the games, the films, the Funko Pops, the merchandise, the shirts, and even all the relics you can get. Look, see, I don't know if I showed y'all, but I actually have Korra's banner right here, along with a Batman vs Superman poster right there. But yeah, man, I love to do this stuff because I get to interact with y'all. I get to make new friends. I get to meet new fans of this franchise. And I really cannot wait to see what Rebel Moon Theory holds out, or Rebel Moon, or yeah, I can't wait to see how the channel goes out in 2025, along with what the Rebel Moon Theory franchise has in store for us this year. And I cannot wait to check it out. The live stream is great. Love the dialogue. That's what I'm talking about. What could be good is like this stream, we will bring up this or that and focus on certain subjects. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, there's like certain things we could possibly talk about and discuss, whether if it's, theories that maybe, other fans might have, or possibly some announcements, or, maybe if something gets announced, maybe there's fans could let us know about it. And not only that, but we get to, it's like you said before, we get to share out these theories, and we get to learn more about this franchise. And not just that, it could expand through there. So yeah, man, DC all the way. This is exactly it, man. Like, it's just like doing these streams, we get to, learn more about the franchise and share each other's thoughts, what theories that, each other might have, and we get to share them, man. So it's awesome. Man, thank you very much. I'm really glad I found the banner. You actually get those on Netflix. I got this one, but there's another one that comes in like tan and white, another one that's blue and white, and it's really, I decided to go for this one since it was the original. But we are about to head on out. Let me know if there's any last questions or thoughts you guys have in the comments before I head out. I had a wonderful night getting to chat with you guys here on the stream and discuss what could be coming to Rebel Moon in 2025. And, I've really very happy I got to, hear your guys' theories. Not only, here in the chat, but even, talking about, on Twitter, about, the comparisons and all that. Whether if Nemesis can fight General Grievous or whatnot. Wait, Netflix is selling them too. Do they have a Motherworld one? No, unfortunately, it's only Korra's. It's only Korra's, but this one, it's about, if I'm correct, I think it's about $30, $30 to $20. But yeah, it's on the Netflix website. You can get it through the Netflix store. That was where I got mine, and it comes with like 3 different versions. It comes to this one. There's a blue and white one, and then there's I think there's a tan and black one, I think. But yo, I am going to be definitely be doing another stream, possibly in the future. Very glad I got to do the stream, get in the chat with you guys. I do need to head out. I do need to head to bed for work, but it was wonderful getting to chat with you guys tonight. And, shout out to everyone that tuned in to the stream tonight. And be sure to, if you are new to the channel, be sure to like the video, hit the notification bell to get a notification wherever there's a new Rebel Moon Theory video, or if I'm going live for new stream. And subscribe to the channel for some more Rebel Moon Theory. And I think they really need to advertise it more. Yeah, there are some merchandises I feel like that could be advertised a bit more, but that's the thing too, is that Netflix has really, they've really been, that's the thing, they've been like, they're really going all out in this franchise. And I think it's really cool that we got to have stuff like these. But I think if we got more of those, I think it would be very awesome too. But I do need to head on out. This was a wonderful stream. I had a wonderful time in the chat with you guys. Y'all have a good one. I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a great night.